Welcome back to Trending in Design. This is day 2 of our mini series, 30 Days of Change. I started this series because of all of the writing that's going on out there, in efforts to share my story and to hear your stories regarding the racism and what we've experienced throughout our lives. The goal here is kind of to just flood the internet basically with our stories to show people why we're angry and what things in life kind of led us to this point. For me, day 2, story 2, that I find to be upsetting in our society is the fact that for a lot of us, we're always told that we need to take those jobs that are either a lawyer, doctor, or a police officer. Why? Because that's where we fit in society. Unfortunately for me, I don't think that that's where I fit. Yes, I do have a degree in criminal justice because that's what I was told to do as a child. Because we have been conditioned as people that the only success we're going to have is in those roles. We're conditioned as people to teach our children that the only way that they can make a difference is if they make themselves useful by being in those roles. For me, I don't believe that. Yes, I do have a degree because that's what my parents told me that I needed to do in order to be successful. For me, however, I don't think that that's something I want to project onto my children. I don't believe that those are the only roles that we can take. I think we're all useful and we're beneficial in our own ways. I mean, you think about it. If Barack Obama just was an attorney and never decided that he wanted to be president, we would have never had our first black president. If Christina Jenkins never decided that she wanted to look better, or however that conversation went, we wouldn't have hair weave. Let's see, Mae Jemison. If she didn't decide that she wanted to be an engineer and had a great interest in space, we would have never had our first black female astronaut. And then what about Frederick McKinley? This is how we get our produce. He invented the first refrigerated vehicle. If that never happened, we would never be able to get our food from one place to the other. Why? Because he was busy being what he was told he needed to be. I don't want for our children, or any of us for that matter, to think that we are only able to do those roles and we're not successful if we don't. A lot of us do feel that way. We feel like we're not good enough because we're not satisfying the role that we're told that we need to. But for me, I encourage you to go outside those roles. I can speak for myself in that matter when I've gone through a lot of places and I don't look like the person that is supposed to take that role. What have I done in those situations? I've made myself that person. Those people that tell me that I can't do something, I figure out how I can. I'm a rebel in that way where I don't want to fit in everybody's box. So for me, I was able to push myself through in different aspects of my life. And I still get questioned by people that look like me or people that are in our community because that's not what the conventional folks that look like us are doing. That has to change because we all are equal contributors to society depending on what role we plan on taking. And a lot of the times we stop ourselves or we stop others from being the best that they can be because of our ignorance, because of what we don't know. We do need those doctors. We do need those lawyers. We do need those police officers, absolutely. But you can do other things as well. You know, encourage yourself, encourage your